barrel towards this clash here on Tobacco Road. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Seminoles will put total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
Let's go, right. Here we go. Ready.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk for a second about NC State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Florida State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard.
Turning it on! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rides to back and leaves it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. It's Rogers. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Running to the left. Fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Power football with the run. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Setting up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that.
He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Noles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Castellanos. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a move to get room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. Kick is in the air. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger... It's the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, NC State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis, and they obviously had so much...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Castellanos. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's McCoy. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ohio took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bobcats that fired on all cylinders. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Caught. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Tight end finds a soft spot. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Absolutely center cut. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed, they can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's McCoy. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Acha. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're going to get smashed right in the face. I'll take the ice. I'll take the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Into a massive giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Grimes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is about firing on, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Scott. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Caught over the middle, it's Rogers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Ochuk. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Catch in the middle, it's Grimes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Bailey. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knowles! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing.
He's got it for a big play. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To throw, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Rogers. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It's reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the